All right, so hello everyone, and welcome to today's webinar about RMC Asia's cultural exchange programs. So my name is Alicia, and joining me today is Vina, who is one of our Students Recruitment Managers here at RMC Asia. And we'll be answering all of your questions about the types of programs we offer, their benefits, the eligibility requirements, and more.
All right. Okay, shall we start, Alicia?
Yeah, and just to inform everybody, we'll have a Q&A session at the end. So if you have any questions throughout our webinar, you can simply send it in the chat, or you can ask us when we reach the end of the presentation. And for a short intro, as you may know, RMC Asia is a Bangkok-based organization, and we specialize in promoting educational travel and cultural exchange programs in tourism destinations throughout Asia. So we mostly offer opportunities for hospitality students, graduates, and young professionals to help them gain international work skills at top hotels and resorts in destinations in Asia and the Middle East, such as Thailand, the United Arab Emirates, the Maldives, Hong Kong, Qatar, and many more. So we will start now. So to begin with, let's start with an overview. So Vina, could you tell us what programs does RMC Asia offer?
All right. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you for the time and for all of you who are being here. Okay. So RMC Asia, as Alicia shared earlier, that so RMC Asia we have three types of programs, which are hospitality and business internship, management training program, and the last one is contractual programs.
All right, thank you, Vina. And I know one common question that we might be getting is, what are the main differences between our three program options?
Okay. All right. So for the hospitality and business internship is a work-based training and internship programs, which is cater for enrolled students in the vocational, professional, and undergraduate study. And that is for enrolled students. But if you already graduated, you can still apply as long as you are graduated for maximum 24 months or 2 years. And you don't have to worry because if you don't have any prior experiences, because this is the perfect program for you if you don't have any prior experiences. While for the management training programs is a work-based training, this is still a temporary positions or a training, but it's in a different level where you have a team that you need to supervise, and then it's a fast track level training to the managerial level. And then for the if you are still an enrolled student, you can apply for these programs as long as you are in a final year, or if you are an enrolled student in master degree or postgraduate degree. And if you already graduated, you can still apply, but and then as long as you are graduated maximum of 36 months. And for these management training programs, you have to have a minimum of 12 months related experiences. Okay, and that's what makes it different from the previous program session just now. While for contractual positions is a full-time positions where the typical working hours is minimum of 48 hours per week or 5 to 6 days a week. And it's a fixed term, guys. Okay, it's a fixed term, meaning that is an employment with fixed term duration, which is depending on the visa issuance, and it can be around 1 to 3 years. While for the hospitality and business internship, the duration can be 6 to 12 months. While for the management training programs is around 6, 12, and can be up to 18 months.
So all of our programs have different requirements that can be program specific, as well as different durations. And with that in mind, let's talk about the eligibility requirements. So as I mentioned, we have some general requirements which apply to all of our programs, and we do have some more specific requirements that can you tell us about them, Vina?
Yeah. Okay. All right, for the general requirements, or regardless of what are the type of programs that you're applying for, you have to be, you have to well grown. Of course, it's the hospitality industry. You need to be presentable, and you need to have a pleasant personality, friendly personality, and this is something that we will see during the pre-screening interview with our team. And of course, you cannot have any drug abuse records, because we will require you to have a clean criminal records in order to apply for our programs. And the last one is you need to have passport in hand with a minimum of 6 months validity. That is the general requirements, Alicia. While for the whereas for program specific requirements for hospitality business internship, minimum is your age. You need to be 18 years old minimum. You have a conversational level of English, and we will need you to provide later on a reference letter from your school. Okay, so but you don't have to worry about that reference schools, because you will be guided step by step by our team. And for the management training programs, same with the hospitality business internship, the age is minimum of 18 years old and maximum is 39 years old. And you have to study relevant courses with the positions that you're applying for. Okay, and for this specific management training programs, and your English need to be fluent level. Okay, and then you need to have a reference letter later on from your schools, and you have to have minimum of 12 months related experiences with the positions that you are applying for. Okay, that is for management training program. While for the last one is contractual programs, the age is maximum of 39 years old. Okay, and then a minimum, you need to have a minimum of 12 months related experiences or work experiences before, and you need to have a relevant you need to graduated from a relevant education background. You have to have a passion to hospitality and technical. You need to have a good customer services. That's common sense. And of course, if you possess other language other than English, that will be a very beneficial, because it will increase your chances to get hired for contractual. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the detailed overview, Vina. So that was very informative. Um, but yeah, I think to pick a program with us, this can be a big decision for anyone who's looking to, well, start their career or take the next step in their career. So could you tell us, how can applicants determine and decide which program would be the best fit for them depending on their qualifications and their career goals?
All right. Thank you, Alicia. So if you are an enrolled student or recent graduate with less than 1 year related experiences, and you are looking for opportunities on an internship abroad, because this is something that required by your school or university in order for you to graduate, so it is highly recommended for you to apply for hospitality business internship. While if you are a final year students or final year students in a bachelor or currently enroll in master or postgraduate, and you already have related experiences like work at work or internship experiences before, and you are applying for these programs for your self development, for your self career development, so you can consider for to apply for management training programs. While for contractual, of course, if you're looking for an employment with fixed term durations. Yeah.
All right, got it. And let's talk a little bit more about what participants can expect in terms of the practicalities of each of our programs. So, usually among different destinations, things like working policy and work structure can differ, as well as the learning outcomes from our three different programs. So, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Okay. All right. So for the working policy, regardless of the programs or regardless of the positions and the destinations, the typical working hours is 45 to 50 hours per week, or 5 to 6 days per week. And for the you will be granted for public holiday. Sorry, this is for only for hospitality, business internship, and management training. Yeah, and you will be entitled for public holiday and personal leave if you can commit minimum of 12 months. Yeah. Well, for the contractual, this is something that will be adjusted based on, your offer later on. And for the typical structure and learning outcomes, okay, the typical structure would be like, your I think if you're coming from a hospitality background, you will be aware and then you'll be familiar that you will be doing your responsibility on shift base, where there you have a roster. This is something that you will be coordinating directly with your supervisor or manager, and then it's very normal for someone or even like an intern who work doing the responsibility doing shift during the public holiday. So yeah, and for the learning outcomes, you will get a certificate directly from the hotels, not from RMC Asia, and you will get a performance review letter from your direct supervisor and manager, and you have college credit, which that's why we mentioned for those who are looking for an opportunity abroad for internship required by your school. Will be very perfect for you because this will serve a college credit for you or by the time you complete the programs. Yeah. And again, a reference letter coming directly from the hiring your supervisor or a reporting manager.
All right, so let's move on to
And okay,
next.
okay, yeah. Sorry. Okay, so how can each program benefit you guys? So first of all, you will have the experience, in the luxury hotels, in the luxury properties, because RMC Asia, we are only associated with 4-star and 5-star hotels, international chains like Marriott, Ritz-Carlton, Jumeirah, Dusit, Six Senses, Hyatt, IHG, and many more. The list goes on. We don't have enough time, Alicia. We have to, mention it one by one. But what we can assure you that the experience is there. You can imagine doing your first internship, let's say in this kind of hotel chain, and then how you can imagine how this will boost your CV later on, because you have these experiences, directly being supervised, directly working with a very experienced hotel manager who have like 20, 25 years old experiences in hotels like Marriott, for example. And then you will have an experience, a dynamic and expanding opportunity, as in like you will have the opportunity to get hired as an employee after the internship completed, because the hotels would taking this up. Let's say for the hospitality internship, business internship, they're taking it as a probation period. If you perform very well during these programs and there is opportunity, they will prefer to hire you. Some of our participants, they get hired even before they completed the internship. Like they're applying for 12 months internship, but by the time 4 months internship, they already get hired as an employee because they perform very well, and there are opportunities in the hotels like that. And then next is regional mobility potential, meaning that there is opportunity for you to get relocate to other stunning destination with the same hotel chain, because there are opportunities there, and then they like the way you perform, and therefore they will recommend you to get hired to the other hotel chains. I mean, in other destinations, country. And of course, it will, with all of these experiences, it will enrich your portfolio. It will open the door for you to have a better career opportunities in the future.
Perfect. Thank you, Vina. So for all of you guys watching, actually, once you decide to apply and submit your application, what are the next steps you should expect? Because sometimes waiting can be a little bit nerve-wracking. So what exactly does your application go through after it is submitted?
Okay, all right. So basically, those who have received our webinar invitation, you guys already submitted your CV, right, to us, and then based on your CV, you guys are eligible. And what will be the next step? I'm sure that you have received our interview invitation. If you don't see it, maybe you can check it in your spam folder, because those who have submitted your CV and then you got invited for this webinar, basically you guys are all eligible, and then we have send you the interview invitations. All you need to do is to schedule an interview with one of the interviewer options, sorry, in which is listed in your interview invitations. The purpose of this interview or pre-screening interview is for us to have a further discussions on how we can help you with your internship application, how and for us also to understand your internship need, because your internship will be you will be assisted by our team based on your need. So that because our programs is very customizable, I would say. So we will be assisting you based on your need, and we will help you to until you completed your internship based on your need.
All right, thank you for sharing, Vina. So actually now we're moving on to the end of our session. However, we do still have the Q&A. So if anybody has any questions following our webinar, please feel free to ask now. So I'll give a couple of minutes in case anybody has any questions. I think our viewers are a bit quiet, so I will ask the question for now. So Vina, could you tell me a little bit more about the services offered by RMC Asia? So how exactly does RMC Asia help you throughout the process of your program?
All right. Thank you, Alicia. So, our services is very comprehensive, actually, Alicia. So, because we will take care of you from A to Z, like from doing a pre-screening interview for us to understand your need, where we will be assisting you based on your needs, where we will be promoting you to the hotels, introducing you to the hotels, arranging interview for you, and after that, once you get accepted by the hotels, we will help you with your agreement with the hotels, and we will arrange your visa. We will help and coordinate with the hotels. We will arrange your visa. We'll advise you when you should buy the ticket, and of course, for your departure to the destination country, your arrival until you completed with the internship programs, our team will be there for you whenever you need us. So it's very comprehensive one.
Thank you. And I think another question that some our viewers might have is, are all of the three program options paid? So do they get a monthly salary in all of the program options?
Yes. So all our programs, of course, regardless for the management training and then hospitality business internship, you guys will get allowance. Okay, you guys will get allowance plus other living benefits like accommodations. You will be provided, and then free of charge, and you will get meals 2 to 3 times a day during your shift. You will get uniform, laundry for that uniform. Some hotels will provide you with service charge, and some hotels will cover your insurance, and as well as you will get, as I shared earlier, public holiday and personal leave if you can commit minimum of 12 months, plus allowance, monthly allowance, which is will be paid directly to you. Okay, so it's like a pocket money for you because everything is already covered, your basic needs, right? And for contractual, of course, the benefit will be adjusted based on the agreement with the hotels because that is kind of like full and full-time employment.
All right, perfect, Vina. Thank you. So actually, if nobody has any more questions, I think that brings us to the end of today's session. So thank you for joining us, everybody, and thank you so much, Vina, for sharing your
Thank you
insights
so
with
much,
us.
Alicia. Thank you so much. So if those who have any questions after watching our webinar, they can always reach out to us, right? Fine.
Yep. And as usual, we will be sending out the recorded version of this to everybody. And again, like as Vina said, if you have any questions, please reach out to this email on the screen. So info@rmcasia.org. And we look forward to seeing you in our future webinar